Hello students, welcome back after your summer vacations. Before going into the summer vacations, I have given you some homework. Homework includes numericals as well as some question answers. So I hope all of you have finished the given summer vacation homework. So students who have finished the homework, they send in my inbox. Only some of the students have sent the homework up till now. So I hope all of you will send me homework as soon as possible. Students who have not still finished the homework, finish it as soon as possible and send in my inbox. Now why I am forcing to do this particular homework, because whatever questions have been given in the assignment basically are deeply related to your concept. जब हम क्वेश्चंस को करोगे तभी जाके आप कंसेप्ट को अच्छे से समझ पाएंगे. इफ़ यू आर नॉट सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस, वट एवर क्वेश्चंस आई हैव गिवन यू, then properly then you will not able to understand the concept properly. So all those questions which were given in the assignment are important for your understanding of the concepts. So now what I will do is, before moving ahead to chapter 3 and 4 and so on, I would like to revise whatever I have taught you up till now. So first chapter which I have discussed was measurements. So measurement is basically a process of comparing a physical quantity with some standard. So suppose you go to a shopkeeper and ask him to give you 1 kg of rice. तो वो क्या करता है, एक हमारा बेसिकली दो हमारे कंटेनर्स होते हैं. एक जगह वो हमारा 1 kg का वेट रखता है, 1 kg वेट आप सब लोगों ने देखा होगा. एंड एक तरफ वो क्या रखता है, राइस रखता है. एंड राइस को तब तक रखता रहता है जब तक ये जो हमारा लेवल होता है वेट का वो इक्वल ना हो जाए. आज तो बेसिकली इन टुडेज़ वर्ल्ड वी हैव इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वेट्स, बट अगर जो आप शॉपकीपर्स के पास जाओगे तो अभी भी आपको इस तरह वाला वेट मिल जाएगा जहाँ पे वो एक जगह 1 kg रखता था एंड सेकंड जगह पे क्या रखता था, फिजिकल क्वांटिटी. सो बेसिकली उसने क्या करा, 1 kg से उसने राइस को कंपेयर कराया एंड जब वो हमारे बैलेंस हो गए तो आपको दे दिया. सो बेसिकली क्या हुआ कि उसने एक फिजिकल क्वांटिटी लिया, एक स्टैंडर्ड लिया, दोनों को कंपेयर कराया और उससे जो हमारा निकला, सो दैट प्रोसेस इज़ नोन एज मेजरमेंट. So now the first thing we have to measure was area. So basically area, you all know the definition of area. It is the surface occupied by an object. I am again repeating the definition: surface occupied by an object is known as the area. So units of area are meter square, centimeter square or kilometer square. So next we have some formulas of shapes. Suppose shape is triangular shape, so we have area of triangle is equals to 1 by 2 base into height. Now if we talk about circle, the area of circle is pi r square. This pi is pi r square. The value of pi is equals to 22 by 7 and r is the radius. Now we have area of rectangle. The area of rectangle is given by length into breadth, and area of square is given by side square. So now the next topic which we encounter in the chapter 1 was volume. So unit of volume is meter cube or centimeter cube. So volume is basically a space occupied by the object. Remember, when we talk about area is defined as the surface. Area is defined as the surface. When we talk about volume, it is a space occupied by an object. So this is the difference. When we talk about area, area belongs to surface. When we talk about volume, it belongs to space. So this is the basic difference between area and volume. So moving ahead, now suppose you have to measure the area of a given cylinder or given so or given cuboid. So the area of the cuboid is given by L into B into H. Sorry, volume of the cuboid is given by the length into breadth into height. Volume of a cube is given by the side cube. So these are the some formulas uh, through which you can calculate the volume of a given object. But there are some objects which are irregular in shape, मतलब उनका कोई पर्टिकुलर शेप नहीं है. लाइक जैसे अगर जो मैं क्यूबॉइड की बात करूँ तो क्यूबॉइड में हमारा क्या रहता है, लेंथ रहता है, ब्रेथ रहता है एंड हाइट रहता है. तो तीनों चीज़ें हमें पता होंगी. वी कैन ईजिली कैलकुलेट द वॉल्यूम बिकॉज वॉल्यूम इज गिवन बाई एल बी एच, L into B into H. I think you must have encountered this formula in maths. नाउ प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे आती है, जहाँ पे हमारा एक ऐसे ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसका कोई पर्टिकुलर शेप नहीं है. जैसे यहाँ पे मैंने एक ऑब्जेक्ट बना रखी छोटी सी ग्रीन पेन से. सो दिस इज़ योर ऑब्जेक्ट. इसका शेप कोई पर्टिकुलर शेप नहीं है. यू डोंट नो अबाउट द लेंथ, ब्रेथ और रेडियस, एनीथिंग. सो इस केस में हम लोग वॉल्यूम पता करने के लिए क्या करते हैं. सपोज यू हैव अ मेजरिंग सिलेंडर और अ बीकर. सो उसमें इनिशियल जो वाटर लेवल है वो कहाँ तक है, हमारा V1 तक वाटर लेवल हमने उसमें फिल कर रखा है. अब हम करते क्या है, वो ऑब्जेक्ट जिसका वॉल्यूम हमें निकालना होता है उसको हम उसमें सबमर्ज कराते हैं. सो जब हम डुबोएंगे वाटर में तो ऑब्वियसली वाटर लेवल हमारा राइज करेगा. सो consider initial volume of the water was V1, and when we submerge this particular object in the beaker, the volume rises to V2. So the second level is V2. सो जितना भी हमारा वॉल्यूम वाटर का इंक्रीज हुआ है, द इंक्रीज्ड लेवल ऑफ वाटर इज इक्वल टू द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट. सो वॉल्यूम ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज गिवन बाय V2 माइनस V1. अगर इसको मैं थोड़ा एक न्यूमेरिकल एग्जांपल से सिंप्लीफाई करने की कोशिश करूं, सपोज V1 वाज 20, मतलब इनिशियली वाटर हमारा कहाँ तक था, 20 ml तक था. हमने ऑब्जेक्ट सबमर्ज कराई, सो सपोज वो 50 ml पे पहुंच गया. So 50 minus 20 is the volume of that particular object, 30. So 30 ml is your volume. Now volume is 30 ml. Now we know that this ml can easily be converted into meter cube or centimeter cube. So by using conversion we can convert this ml into centimeter cube or meter cube. So this is how we can calculate the volume of the objects which have irregular shape. This was, I think, a difficult topic because you people are studying for the first time about these topics. So I have explained it one more time. Now the next thing we have to measure was density. So basically density is mass per unit volume. So density rho is given by mass upon volume. So density is defined as the mass per unit volume. Definition I have given you in the previous videos which I have prepared for you. Now unit, basically the unit of the density is kilogram per meter cube. Now uh, rho is mass upon volume, the unit of mass is kilogram and the unit of volume is meter cube. So the unit of density is kilogram per meter cube, which I have written over there. This is your kilogram per meter cube, this is your gram per centimeter cube. Kilogram per meter cube is the unit in MK system, means meter kilogram second, or SI system. Now again we have to determine the density of the irregular shape objects, because जब हम regular shape objects की बात करेंगे तो regular shape में हमारा कौन आता है, क्यूब आता है. सो क्यूब का वॉल्यूम हमें पता है. क्यूब का वॉल्यूम आपका होता है साइड क्यूब. साइड मीन्स ए क्यूब. सो अगर जो डेंसिटी का फॉर्मूला आप जानते हैं, रो इज इक्वल्स टू एम अपॉन वी. सो अगर जो वॉल्यूम हमें पता चल जाएगा, सो वी कैन ईजिली कैलकुलेट density, because mass we can easily determine using weight machine. We can calculate the volume. So now density of the irregular shape objects. सो अगेन एक आपके पास ऐसा शेप, एक ऐसा ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसका शेप आपका इरेगुलर है, इट इज़ नॉट अ रेगुलर शेप. सो अगेन बेसिकली जैसे हमने इरेगुलर शेप ऑब्जेक्ट्स का वॉल्यूम मेज़र किया था वैसे हम वॉल्यूम मेज़र करेंगे। एंड डेंसिटी का फॉर्मूला हमारा होता है m अपॉन v2 माइनस v1। m you can determine with the help of the beam balance, so your density can be calculated. Now I will solve a numerical for you. Suppose you have an object like this and you have to determine the volume of this particular object. Mass is given as say 2 kilogram, yeah, 2 grams. Mass is 2 grams and you have to determine the volume. So this is a measuring flask. Initial level of water is 35 centimeter. Initial level is 35 centimeter, and when we submerge this object, this water level rises to 60. So your volume will be equal to V2 minus V1. So V2 is 60 and V1 is 35. So when you subtract, we get 25 ml. So volume is 25 ml. So this, in this way we can determine the volume. Now suppose you can take the screenshot now. Now suppose you are asked to calculate density also. So density we know given by m upon v2 minus v1. M is 2 gram and your volume was 25. So 2 upon 25, we can solve this 0.08 gram per centimeter cube. You can easily calculate. So I think you can solve this particular equation by dividing 2 by 25. We can get 0.08. So this is how we can calculate the density of the given object. Now with this we end up our revision of chapter 1. Now we come to the next chapter, chapter 2, that is motion. So motion, basically first we have to define what is rest, what is motion. So rest के बारे में मैंने बताया था, whenever suppose बेसिकली जो रेस्ट को मैंने डिफाइन करा था, सपोज देयर इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट एट, आपका टाइम अभी हुआ है 12 o'clock, अब टाइम आपका इंक्रीज होके हमारा 1 o'clock हो गया, स्टिल दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट मूव्ड, मतलब ऑब्जेक्ट की पोजीशन हमारी वही है, तो दैट ऑब्जेक्ट इज सेट टू बी इन रेस्ट. आई होप इट रेस्ट इज क्लियर टू यू. So now I will define rest. So whenever the position of an object does not change with time, the object is said to be in rest. Now again I take this similar example. This is your object at t is equals to 12 o'clock. At t is equals to 1 o'clock, the object is shifted to that, matlab this particular object is at moved to this particular point. This object is moved from point A to point B, so that object is said to be in motion. So motion means when the position of an object changes with the time, the object is said to be in motion. Now we have types of motion. We have many types of motion. I have discussed one by one. Here I'm just going to take up some parts, and I'm not going to discuss all the parts in the detail. So first was your translational motion. So translational motion का मतलब होता है position में change होना चाहिए. So if this object is at some time is at this particular point, so it will be moved to this particular point. So this type of motion is known as translational motion. Then is curvilinear motion. Basically curvilinear motion is a type of translational motion. So curvilinear मतलब जब भी मोशन एक कर्व्ड पाथ के अलॉन्ग होता है. अगर जो ये मोशन हमारा स्ट्रेट पाथ पे हो रहा है देन इट वाज रेक्टिलिनियर, एंड कर्वीलिनियर मतलब इस तरह के पाथ पे हो रहा है. आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड all these types detailed in a video which was regarding this chapter. Then comes the rotatory motion. So rotatory motion basically हमारा क्या होता है, when an object moves about a fixed point. Oscillatory motion, when an object moves about a fixed point. Basically हम लोग swing का example ले सकते हैं. We can exemplify the oscillatory motion with the example of a swing. Then the most important motion is multiple or complex motion. This is the practical motion that we encounter in our daily life. Suppose you can take the example of an car. So कार में क्या होता है, उसके व्हील हमारे रोटेटरी मोशन करते हैं एंड कार एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे जाती है. तो कार हमारा ट्रांसलेशनल मोशन करती है. सो बेसिकली हमारे the motion which we encounter in our day-to-day life is multiple or a complex motion. Then comes the random motion. So random motion means motion of an object with no particular direction. Like suppose आप एक example, you can take the example of a bee. So it will move in this particular direction, no particular direction, it is just moving to and fro. So this type of motion is known as random motion. First going in this particular, then again coming back in this particular direction, then going, then coming. So these types of motion are regarded as the random motion. Now speed. So speed is basically defined as the ratio of distance and time. The units of speed are meter per second, centimeter per second, or kilometer per hour. Then comes the topic of average speed. With average speed is given by total distance upon total time. Now moving ahead, your last topic, and this is an important topic, you have to differentiate between mass and weight. So this is your mass, this column belongs to mass, and this column belongs to weight. So basically I have though I have given you differences about mass and weight, I will again. So mass is basically a quantity of matter present in an object. It is a constant quantity and independent of place. मास बेसिकली हमारा एक ऐसी क्वांटिटी है जो कहीं भी आप चले जाओ, इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू चेंज. वेयर इज़ वेट चेंजेस फ्रॉम प्लेस टू प्लेस. जो मास की हमारा यूनिट होती है, इट इज़ किलोग्राम, एंड द यूनिट ऑफ द वेट इज़ न्यूटन. It is measured by physical or beam or physical balance. It is measured by the spring balance. फिजिकल बैलेंस बेसिकली जो जनरली हम लोग यूज़ करते हैं. स्प्रिंग बैलेंस आपको बेसिकली बहुत रेयर जगह पे मिलेगा. जो नॉर्मल शॉप्स पे यूज़ होता है वो हमारा बीम बैलेंस होता है. नाउ मास इज़ अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, वेयर एज वेट इज़ अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. सो जब हम मास की बात करेंगे तो मास में सपोज मैंने बोला 30 kg ऑफ मास. So 30 kg of mass में you don't need a direction. When we talk about, suppose I have 30 Newton of weight, so this weight is always acting downward. So अगर जो मैं कहूँ कि weight के साथ में हमेशा एक direction associated रहती है, ये जो 30 न्यूटन होगा हमेशा आपका डाउनवर्ड लग रहा होगा, एंड जो मास होगा उसमें कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं होती. सो देयरफॉर मास इज अ स्केलर. स्केलर मीन्स a quantity which do not require a direction, whereas vector means a quantity which does require a direction. Mass of an object can never be zero. Weight of the object may be zero. जब हम स्पेस की बात करते हैं, सो स्पेस में जब हम जाते हैं, सो वहाँ पे हमारा मास वेट क्या हो जाता है, ज़ीरो. बस बट मास इज़ नॉट ज़ीरो एट एनी पर्टिकुलर गिवन पॉइंट. सो with this we come to the end of this revision. So I hope all the concepts which I have taught you are clear to you. If you have still any doubt, you can again ask me, and again I remind you to solve the given assignment and send in my inbox as soon as possible. Thank you.